birthday. Aquí es el variety. driver license. What's wrong? It's been really positive. No, we appreciate it. Where'd you graduate from?
What kind of power?
to get a quick shot in here. I think this is a pretty safe part. Thanks, man. Trying to do stuff with Soul Show.
Tired of his shit. He's a madman that's gone broke. This shit is crazy. He's an egomaniac that thinks he runs this world. He don't run shit. All you do barely run your own house, dude.
Excuse me. Sorry.
This is what democracy looks like. 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 Democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
So if you want to walk down and help someone.
Momento, por favor, no se me vaya de ahí. Quedes ahí. Mientras tanto, vamos ahí conectando las conexiones de rigor. Seguimos en vivo. Un momentito. Recuerde que esto es en vivo. Mientras hacemos las conexiones, vamos a ver qué es lo que fue lo que pasó. ¿Qué es lo que está pasando? Vamos a ver. 1, 2, 3. Recuerden que esto es en vivo. Vamos a conectarnos con esta posición. Ahora mismo nos estamos conectando. Vamos a ver. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe a sporting event where everyone just kind of walks away. There's some police guiding them, blocking off certain roads until enough people get away and it's safe for cars to drive through.
Ya estamos en línea. Ya estamos en línea.
You're not going to let any cars drive through when you got 10,000 people trying to walk and get to their cars. But I can't imagine, you know, it's not going to at least take 30, 45 minutes for people to fully get out of here. They're talking about wrapping up. I'm not sure if you can hear out there. They're asking people to pick up their trash. They're saying we have a good relationship with DPD and we want to maintain that. We want to keep this space as clean as we found it. So just pick up after yourselves and that would be great. So they are definitely ending right now. We'll see what happens next, Casey.
David, I'm getting an alert right now on Slack from Amelia Jones. People that are familiar with Slack, if they use it at their workplaces, it's a workday tool. We have it here at Fox, and we're starting to use it more and more often to keep everyone on the same page. And we have a thread going. Amelia Jones just says things are dying down a little bit in Fort Worth. So that notification just coming through. So that seems to be relative to what we're seeing in the pictures on the right-hand side of your screen. David, just again pointing out to our viewers, on the right-hand side of our screen is an aerial view of the crowd in downtown Fort Worth, and then you are on the left-hand side of the screen in the upper box, and then a ground shot on the lower box. And so we're getting some indication that things are winding down a little bit. And David, you're hearing that as well in Dallas. And I think that's a good analogy, just pretty much like an event letting out. The AAC is finishing up, yeah. So just sit and wait your turn to get out.
Yeah, and you know, again, we've talked earlier. Dallas Police Department has known about this protest for most of the week, so they certainly have a plan. You know, they've had it in place. We've talked about the public works vehicles that are blocking off streets, different officers blocking off streets. So you can see people are going away. They're going to get some assistance from law enforcement on just getting out of here safely, no traffic coming through. And it looks like things are coming to a wrap for now.
All right, well, David Sintendry, we're going to ask you to stand by with us a little while longer. The plan,
for sure,
tentatively, is to go through 2:30, so another 14 minutes or so on Fox Local, and continue our coverage, kind of depending on what's going on. And so we'll just ask David to hang by for just a few minutes or so. And also asking for Amelia Jones, our team over in Fort Worth, we're asking for her to contact MedStar, see if they can share anything about that call. Our assignment desk saying per Fort Worth fire, we know that one person has been treated, but we don't know if it's heat related. So we are trying to get in touch with MedStar to see if we can get more information about that. But again, these events got started today at noon local time. So they were scheduled to end at 2 o'clock. It's 2:17 right now, and I think that what you're seeing is the tail end of these protests that have been happening in Fort Worth and in Dallas. Things seem to be winding down. The activity's slowing down a little bit as people start to get out of there and leave. David and Amelia point out the parking situation a mess. So once people finish up where they are, then they've got to hike it a little bit to get back to their vehicles so they can get home. People do need to plan accordingly. It is a Saturday afternoon, and if people have plans and you're going to get out and about, go out to see a friend, go out and grab an early dinner, early happy hour. Just be aware that you have a lot of people that have descended on downtown Dallas and downtown Fort Worth for these events, and it's going to take a little bit of time for the traffic to unwind. But fortunately, no major injuries, no major reports of any violence, at least across North Texas. And also, frankly, searching around on social media and our intrepid news team here, keeping me up to speed as we have been on the air, no major incidents reported at other events that are also taking place around the country as well, from big cities to little towns. No Kings going back to the website, the organizer, a nationwide day of defiance, from city blocks to small towns, from courthouse steps to community parks. We are taking action to reject authoritarianism and show the world what democracy really looks like. The flag doesn't belong to President Trump, quoting here, it belongs to us. We're not watching history happen, we're making it happen. And you are looking at history being made in downtown Dallas and downtown Fort Worth as we speak, as people are wrapping up this National Day of Protests. It's been a busy one and a hot one across North Texas. You can hear the horns honking. That's primarily what we've seen in Fort Worth. No organized speakers or the activists that have been up on the podium, just a lot of signage, people gathering on the side of the road, on the sidewalk there in Burnett Park, the heart of downtown Fort Worth, and then marching around the streets a little bit there. A lot of horn honking going on, much more of an organized presence in Dallas for sure, where Dallas police say some 10,000 people showed up to that event. I'll be curious to see the total tally coming in from Fort Worth PD. I'm not the best at judging crowd sizes, especially from aerial pictures. It's a little bit deceiving, but it'll be interesting as all of the official tallies do start to trickle in. So that is the plan. Adam Fullerton, the discussion on Slack, where we're going to wrap this at 2:30 and hand the coverage off to Live Now for their continuing coverage of the protests and other big news of the day. And then if anything happens with local protests here in DFW, then we will sure be able to go back and do any cut-ins and any push alerts on social media. Obviously, this is a story that we are going to continue to monitor. As I also said earlier, there are protests planned tonight in Austin, and I am unsure of the time in San Antonio. I know that there was an evening protest in San Antonio a couple of days ago. There might be an event planned for this evening in San Antonio as well, unless they went ahead and did it in the afternoon hours like much of North Texas did. But that's something that's still going to be going on as we cross into the evening hours, and a story that we're going to continue to follow and stay on top of here at Fox 4 and on Fox Local. As you recall, a lot of this got started after violence and clashes with the National Guard and protesters in Los Angeles and in Southern California. Some of the pictures we've seen out of there this past week have been gnarly, cars set on fire, just some pretty unbelievable clashes between demonstrators and law enforcement. Clearly, people saw those pictures. They saw the images and the narrative that was coming out of Southern California, and everyone said, we don't want that. We don't want a repeat of that where we are. And that allowed, I think, some states, not just Texas, but others as well, to allow for a little bit of extra preparedness, a little bit of extra timing to build in a little bit of cushion to make sure that they could try their best to not have a repeat of Los Angeles or Southern California in other parts of the country with these days of protests as well. And so far, that has been the case on this Saturday afternoon. As you look at live pictures of the crowds dispersing in Dallas and in Fort Worth after a day of protests. Of course, a lot of the focus has been on these two cities, but as we have been mentioning throughout this coverage, Carrollton, Kaufman, Frisco, McKinney, Arlington, Denton, Weatherford, Burleson, Sanger, Flower Mound, Tyler, those are just North Texas cities in the Fox 4 viewing area that were holding their own protests, their own demonstrations, their own organized events today as well. Fort Worth and Dallas just so happen to be the two anchors, if you will. But large groups of people on a very hot, humid summer day. And at this point, fortunately, no reports of any major injuries or any medical emergencies or any casualties on the ground when you have this many people that are coming out for something like this. These are well orchestrated. Dallas police know what they're doing. Fort Worth police, all of the sheriff's offices, all of the men and women in blue, they've done this a time or two. And they almost have it down to a science. You can never fully predict things when you involve a human element and a human component. But boy, they really do a great job, and they've got this down almost to a science in terms of letting these events sort of organically happen. And organically happen without seeing much of what's going on in the background, not seeing much of how the sausage is made, if you will. And it's really fascinating how, as you can get such a huge group of people that will assemble in one place, and then everything, it runs smoothly, it goes off without a hitch. I see another interview going on there. Matt, I'm not sure if we're able to pop in and listen to that. If we have time, an interview happening in the upper left corner of the screen there, the protest in Dallas. I think David is doing an interview and getting some sound with people for our later shows.
All right, so why are you out here today?
Today, I'm out here to practice our rights as women and to show everybody not to be scared. To come out here to fight for what's right and show everybody else that what's going on is it's not justice. It shouldn't be happening.
Why are you out here?
Today I'm out here to be the voice of all the immigrant parents that came to this country without nothing and has given us everything that they could.
What are your stories? Where's your, do you live in Dallas?
Yes, born and raised.
Born and raised?
Born and raised here in Dallas, Texas.
Family? I mean, parents immigrants at all?
Yes.
Where are your parents from?
Guanajuato.
Okay.
My parents, I am very fortunate.
Señoras y señores, recuerde que esto es en vivo. Algo está pasando con la transmisión. Vamos a ver si nos ponemos en contacto. Vamos a buscarnos una transmisión que esté en perfectas condiciones para transmitirle en vivo y directo.
For them to have came here with
Okay.
papers, but that doesn't mean that my privilege is going to undermine the other people that don't have the privilege to be here legally.
I was talking to someone a little bit ago, and her issue more so was with the due process. We know that a lot of people are getting arrested who have crimes committed, some of them violent crimes. We don't know how many because the administration is not necessarily providing all of that data to us. It's kind of keeping that close to the vest. A lot of people are upset about that, but so we don't know how many people have violent crimes. But my question to you, if someone does commit a violent crime or something more egregious, drug trafficker, sex trafficker, something like that, are you okay with them being deported? Is it more so just the low-level stuff you want to keep people safe? Walk me through what your ideal situation would be.
So I worked in immigration and criminal, within a criminal attorney for about 2 years. And I will say that if it's more of like a heinous crime, like you said, where it's like killing, murder, sex trafficking, something that even as a citizen you would want to be put up for life, then yes, deportation, it's illegal. But if it's something like DWI, which is so many U.S. citizens have them, I've seen working with an attorney have up to 5, and they get weekends in jail for 10 years. And now you're wanting to put our people, our race into, I'm not even going to say jails, but they're concentration camps. That's what it's coming down to. They're not letting people get that due process that is needed. And I mean, the stories are everywhere. People are being picked up off the street, and that's just not right. So to answer your question, heinous crimes, yes, I agree. Like, they need to get reported. But if it's something that,
Okay, just to wrap things up here, folks, I'm reading a report from the Wall Street Journal at the moment on social media. The Wall Street Journal is reporting right now that President Trump has instructed ICE and other immigration officers to temporarily pause arrests at farms, hotels, and restaurants. So that is a development, again, according to the reporting of the Wall Street Journal, that's just crossing right now. So we're going to work on getting more information on that. Also, another breaking development, the Texas Department of Public Safety telling us that earlier today, DPS identified a credible threat towards state lawmakers planning to attend a protest later today at the Texas State Capitol. So out of an abundance of caution, the Capitol and the Capitol grounds were evacuated around 1 p.m. and both remain temporarily closed. That is according to Texas DPS here at 2:29. On this Saturday afternoon, a development we will continue to monitor, but a credible threat identified by Texas DPS aimed at state lawmakers planning to attend a protest later today. And of course, in light of the news out of Minnesota with the deaths of lawmakers there, that is something that is being taken very seriously. That is going to do it for our coverage right now. I'm Casey Stiegel. On behalf of David Centendry, Amelia Jones, and the rest of the Fox 4 team, we appreciate you joining us for this special continuing digital coverage. We will see you back here tonight for Fox 4 News at 9. Have a good rest of your afternoon, everybody.
Eso para su buenísimo, eso toma de buscar un tubo, eso lo dobla y ponen ahí, está tirado ahí. Sí, exacto, la verdad se cierra un chin y eso trae su vaina,
O sea, con el análisis geopolítico, y les presentamos a Fernando Cortiñas, profesor de Relaciones Internacionales en el IE. ¿Qué tal, Fernando? Muy buenas tardes.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes.
Bueno, pues encantados de tenerte por aquí, como decíamos, en un momento de muchísima tensión, en un momento en el que el mundo está mirando a lo que pasa en Estados Unidos, en Los Ángeles, en California, pero que parece que se está extendiendo. Se habla de Nueva York, se habla de Texas, de Atlanta. ¿Qué te parece lo que está pasando en Estados Unidos y cómo puede resolverlo Donald Trump?
Bueno, la verdad que lo que estamos viendo, hace algunos años veíamos siempre las típicas películas de zombies con escenarios post-apocalípticos, donde uno veía que el ejército y la Guardia Nacional tomaban las calles y se veían desbordados por las manifestaciones, y uno decía, esto no puede pasar. Y eso es lo que uno está empezando a ver ahora en California. Yo no sé si se va a extender a todo Estados Unidos. California tiene muchas peculiaridades. No hay que olvidar que tiene unos 40 millones de personas, 40% de ellos hispanos, ¿sí? O sea que ya, si California fuera un país, sería una de las primeros 5 o 6 economías del mundo. Entonces, California está el caldo muy sembrado.